So tell us your name and how long you've been in the gallery.
My name's Donna Nelson, and I've been here in the gallery since June.
Can you tell us a little bit about the medium that you painted and why it's your favorite?
So I paint primarily in acrylics, on canvas, and sometimes on cradled wood panels. I like it because of the movement I can get out of the paint. There's so many different things I can get with the paint depending upon what I use for additives, the brands of paint I combine together, the different colors of paint. They all have different reactions, and if I use them in the right time, in the right place, they create beautiful results.
How did you develop the skill for this particular type of art?
So my sister's a professional artist, and she originally introduced me to fluid arts. And when she did, I was just captivated because the different things you can do with it, it's endless. And so after she taught me that, I played with it for a while, and then I started watching YouTube videos. There's a number of artists out there that are phenomenal and have different styles and techniques that I really appreciate. And one of them in particular is Sarah Taylor from Sarah Taylor Modern Art. She's in Sandpoint, Idaho, and she's a phenomenal artist, and she has been a mentor to me for the last year. We meet once a month virtually, and she's just helped me to improve and to try different things and encouraged me along the way. And as I watch YouTube videos, there are other artists out there that I've watched. I actually took a course with Molly from Molly's Artistry, and Vince Donna, who's an artist in The Hague, and Olga Sobey. They did a course that I was able to take virtually, and I learned a lot from them. There's from Cause Creations. Josh Jensen is an abstract artist that I've recently started following, and have joined his Patreon community. So there are lots of artists out there that I can learn from.
How do you move your art forward? What do you do that's different? What do you do to experiment? Give us a little sense of your process.
So again, watching YouTube videos, different artists use different techniques and different additives and just different appliances, different tools. And so I watch them and I experiment with what they're doing. And then as time goes on, I say, wait a second, I wonder if I use this technique or this product with what I have right here on the table right now, I wonder what would happen. And there's a lot of experimenting that goes on, a lot of scraping of canvases, but there's also success, and it's with those trials that I learn how to be better and learn how to do different things.
One of the things I love about your art is the flow and the colors, and how you name them, because it's abstract. It's just there's so much to be seen in them. Can you give us a sense of how you do that?
Yeah, naming them is really like one of the hardest things for me to do, because when I look at a painting, a lot of times I'll see something in it, and I'll say, oh, that's a turtle, or that's a flower, or that's an eyeball, but I don't want people to see what I see because I tell them it's there. I want them to see something that speaks to them. And so I really try to name things non-abstract, like more abstractly, I guess, and not in a specific item, so that I want people to get their own meaning.
What's your favorite part and your least favorite part about being a professional artist?
Well, I like sharing my work with people. I'd like to sit back just like I'm a customer myself and watch listen to what they say and see their reactions. But it's hard. It's hard to put yourself out there, and I think that the confidence of sharing your work is difficult, especially when being surrounded by so many other wonderful artists in the gallery. It's inspiring, but it's also humbling because I don't feel like I measure up to them in many ways.
And where else could we find your art?
So I am part of the Goffstown, New Hampshire art team, and through that I have the opportunity to present my work in what's called Goffstown Art on the Walls. And businesses in the Main Street Project area can take our art and hang it on their walls for decoration and for sale. And so I'm very fortunate to be part of that team. And I also have done shows, and I have my own website, Donna Nelson Art, where my work is for sale and available for your viewing pleasure.
Is there any outside things that influenced you to move your art in this direction as far as, was it a personal experience or event?
I'd have to say for me, the most influence on my art has been from nature. Color. I love color, interior design has always been an interest of mine, and it's also about the color. So when I'm out in the world and I'm looking at color, I think about what that would look like on a canvas, or how I can use that to share a feeling or share an emotion, and that's where I get the most of my inspiration.
One of the things I didn't ask you that I'm curious about, does art help you in other areas of your life?
As an artist, I'm like a creative by nature, and when I'm creating, I'm processing. Like I may be processing a wonderful event that just happened, or something that I've just been brooding over. And so art does help me to process different events in my life, or different events that are big or small. It does help me with that. And I think those things influence the colors that I use, and the techniques that I use. Yeah. If I'm in a happy space, if I'm celebrating something, then my technique is freer. Yeah. And if it's not, then it's more constricted. Right. But it may not be evident to the viewer when they see the painting, but it is. I understand where it came from.
Yeah. Out of all the pictures I've seen, because they're all magnificent, which is your favorite?
I'd have to say of these paintings, Golden Breeze is my favorite. I love the movement in it. I love the cells in the different locations. But what I really like is the transformation from what I know it to have been when I started and what it ended up being. I really find it to be pleasing, and I'm just so happy with the way it turned out.